back to another episode of Catch That, where we dive deep into R&B albums, eras, and topics with folks that know what they're talking about. I am Naturally Elise, and that's my brother,
JR.
and we are the R&B representatives. And today we are very happy to welcome back our brother for Sirius back to the show, and that is the good and the very kind Vern Chandler. Hey, bro.
What's going on, good people? I'm glad to be here. I just realized I need to change my name on here, but it's all good. They know my business. It's all good. I just leave it, whatever.
It won't show up on the final video.
Okay.
Yes, welcome.
I'm so happy to be here. This is fun. I've been studying, been doing my lessons and all that stuff.
Yeah. And real quick, for folks that didn't catch you for our Tony Sons of Soul or Foreign Exchange, Leave It All Behind, he talk about heat, fire.
Yes.
Folks, a little bit about yourself, as much or as little as you'd like to folks.
I'm Vernon Chandler, out of suburbs of Atlanta. I love music. I love good people, good music, good loving in my life. That makes me happy. I should write a song. No, I love being with good people like y'all. Y'all my people, man, for real.
Yeah. So normally I have JR tell you what we're gonna talk about, but I'm gonna tell y'all today, and I'm gonna tell you why it's important.
So, Elise, what album are we gonna talk about today?
Well, JR, we are gonna be talking about the incomparable Lalah Hathaway's self-portrait. Yes. And a reason that we want to talk about it is mostly because I've been wanting to talk about it since the beginning of the show. Me and JR, when we first started, we made a list of our wish list of things we wanted to talk about. But we'll let you know that the guests pick the albums. Like sometimes we suggest, but they still pick what the hell they want. But so it's just ones we're like, I hope somebody picks that. Because we just think it's more organic that way. If someone is something important, instead of saying, okay, you're assigned this. We don't roll like that. So I've been really wanting to talk about it because it is a very impactful album to my life. It is an album I have never stopped playing from the day I got it. And so I just think it explores some important things about family, about mental health, about relationships, and a bunch of other stuff that we are going to get into. And that's before you even get to the musicality. So this is going to be a dope conversation. Let me do my JR. This is going to be a dope conversation. We're going to really get down deep into this album because people don't talk about it and they need to know about it.
Yep. They do.
Did I do good, JR?
Perfect.
So, how we always get it started, Fern, how did you get into Lalah Hathaway to begin with?
Man, come on. I just graduated high school, and I sat out the first quarter of right after high school, and I didn't start Georgia State till winter quarter, and I bought that first Lalah Hathaway, man, and yeah, I was sprung. Baby, don't cry. Heaven only knows. Your smile. I mean, not your smile. Smile.
Smile. Yes.
You got it going on. Stay home tonight, nigga. Lalah. I'm into romance and I'm into some candlelight. But she was man. So I was hooked from then on. And so funny story. So Lalah came to Moves Music for an in-store on the live album that she did. So we got there extra early, me and my wife. And you know, I'm not a starstruck type cat. I get to the table and I was like, I love you and I love your music. Drool. My wife still clown. So and then the next day after the show, you know, they had the merch table, so it was her and Mama Hathaway there, and I had on a gray one. My mother-in-law bought me these, a gray hat like this, because I wanted to get some autographed CDs for some of my friends. I got up to the table. She was like, "Give me that hat." I was like, "Okay." So I'm a Layla head, man. I love me some Layla. I mean, we'll talk about all the reasons why.
JR, how did you get into Layla?
Same way. I heard "Baby Don't Cry," and my family, we love Angela Winbush. So
Mm,
when we heard "Baby Don't Cry," and heard her all over it, it was like, yo, who is this girl? You know
yeah,
what I mean? And then it was like, wait a minute, that's Donny Hathaway's daughter.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
oh, okay. And then her voice is so rich like his. That's what caught me, because clearly I'm a Donny Hathaway fan, as y'all can see, and his voice is so rich. So hers is too, and it got so much depth to it. So after that, I became a fan, like you said. My Smile, Sentimental is a favorite
Oh
on
yeah,
that
yeah.
album for
Chucky
me.
Booker, yeah.
Yes, yes, sir. Coming
Uh-huh.
Back, that's another favorite. And then when it got to a second
Woo!
album, yeah,
Hey,
listen,
how did
listen.
y'all know that was a remake?
No, I didn't.
Vesta
No, I
Williams.
didn't.
I learned this like a week ago. Vesta Williams got
Get the hell out of
yeah,
here.
man.
Wow, did not know that.
I
So
didn't
then it
either.
got uh, then it got to the second album with Brian Alexander Morgan, What Up B? Let Me Love You.
Mm-hmm.
Then Lean on Me on that album. What was it called? A Moment. I like that album. That's when I was like, all right, I'm in. You know what I'm saying? The first album, it was like cool, you know what I mean? But once she did The Moment, I was in. And then after that, I was just a fan. And then when she did Almost Gone with Mary, which I'm still pissed off that it didn't make the US version of the Mary album. I was so pissed, but they put it on overseas, they got it. But thanks to Mark for getting me that. So I ended up getting the joint with Almost Gone. It's just, I love Layla. I just love how rich her voice is, and it's just captivating. And from there, I'm like, y'all, I've been a fan. And then when she did that live album, I was just like, everybody got to know about her. I don't care if you around me, you gonna hear this live album when you come in my house. I don't
Man,
care. Like, I'm playing this joint. Like, just Layla's just dope to me. So
man.
then forget when Self Portrait came out, it was a freaking rap. And I was in college during this time. So it
Mm-hmm.
was like, oh my God, I needed this. I needed this. You know what I mean? So this album means a lot to me as well. So I'm
Yeah.
just a Layla fan, just like y'all. So
I took my wife when she came to Atlanta to do the live album, front
mm.
row. And on I'm Coming Back, when she says, when they do that crescendo, I can feel you in the air. Nigga,
Mm-hmm.
we was like we was in church just shaking our head, just looking at each other like,
Is this real?
what? I mean, what was that? I mean, yeah. So Layla's top notch. Go ahead, at least talk about your girl.
Um, so I was introduced to Layla in the same way. You know, but what I will say, like, my story don't really differ much from y'all's in the song. Y'all said all my songs. Um, but Self Portrait, I was late to that.
Me too. Me too. Me too.
I was
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
this was like '08, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when I discovered it, it was about 11, 12. Like really, really.
Oh,
Yep.
wow. Okay.
Yep.
Um, and one reason I didn't know it was existed
And it makes
Yeah.
sense
Yeah.
why
Yeah.
she was on Stacks.
because guaranteed, if I knew that Layla had a project, I'd have been on it just on GP, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I was late to it, but I'm very glad that I was late to it because it came to me,
Mm-hmm.
to my world, exactly when I needed it.
Mm-hmm.
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 This is Yeah, this is a very deeply spiritual album.
Yes.
The things I was going through when I discovered this album, I always say, and I think I've probably typed it out to Layla on Twitter 1,000 times, that this album literally saved my life.
Mm-hmm.
So, um, so I'm glad it came.
Thank you,
You know,
Layla, for saving the life of one of the dopest humans I know.
Yeah, amen. Amen, somebody.
Yeah.
Amen, somebody. Woo!
And who else saved my life at the same time in real time?
Her
Donnie.
father.
So it
Her
just, yeah. So it was
connect the
interesting the
dots.
timing, yeah, of it. And during that time, I was kind of doing a rediscovery of Donnie, like of really sitting down and listening to whole albums and like just letting it soak in and examining lyrics and figuring out what he was doing vocally, what he was doing musically, and so it was just like I said, it came at the appoint, it came at the
Yeah,
appointed.
at the right time. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Mm-hmm. That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah,
Cause
it
see,
is.
I knew it because of obviously the first single off of it,
Yeah,
Let's Let Go. I knew because of the video was
the video.
all
They were
around. So
skating. They
that's
were
when
skating. Yeah.
I found out. Cause I'm like, y'all, like it really didn't get the promotion that you would have thought with Lalah having a new record. But again, she was on stat. And I mean, how much promotion, you know what I mean, could she
Right.
get with them? This is 2008. I hate to say this, but like in Wendy Williams' word, this is the Beyonce's world. You know
Mm.
what I mean? So it's like she's getting all of this. This 2008. She's coming out with a new album. Everybody is on her. Everybody's the Rihanna stuff. Everybody's this. So it's like a lot of this promo Lalah couldn't get. I'm so glad that I knew that the videos, because then it was like, oh, Lalah got a new joint. Okay. You know what I mean? And then that's why I was like, oh, the joint is called Self Portrait. All right, I'm going to get it. So,
yeah. And by that time, by 2008, I was extra good and grown. I wasn't watching videos like that anymore. A nigga was at work.
Mm-hmm.
I was about to be, I was almost 30, I wasn't immersed in the video cycle the way I
right,
used to be in high
right.
school, college. So by this time, I was just like, yeah, because
Yeah.
they weren't playing it. Like I've always listened to AC radio. I don't. I was listening to radio at the time. I don't remember hearing.
They
I
didn't play it.
a vague memory. Maybe I heard "Let Go" like once, but
Mm-hmm.
you just hear a song once. That's not. That's not in your
Yeah.
psyche in that way.
That's the only song that the world possibly could have known about. You had to get
That's it.
this album to know this stuff. This stuff is a lazy A&R's nightmare.
Well said.
You mean I
Well
got to
said.
work?
Well
Hey,
said.
Right.
Well
I got to
said.
oh, I got to be
But you,
creative. Oh.
right, right. And all this goodness on this, like, I guess somebody like me, I'd have been like, oh no, everybody got to hear this shit. I'd have been
Yeah,
like
man.
throwing it of everybody, like all this goodness on here, and you just gonna man. I don't know who the
I mean,
A&R was at the
honestly,
time.
Let Go would have probably been like number 7 of the songs that I would have released. But I understand why, because it's the most dancing,
Up tempo
skating
dance
type
joint.
thing, and
Yep.
they're lazy. So, but anyway, we're gonna
Yeah,
celebrate
that's
it. We're
true.
gonna celebrate it.
And is this an album maybe other people celebrate it more than we do? Because it did chart on the pop
Mm-hmm.
chart.
Oh, I know that.
It was like, yeah, the album went to like 60 something on the Hot 100.
Oh wow. Oh
Yeah.
shit.
I
Okay.
wonder if this is a case of, which is a huge thing with Lalah, to where we late to, and the other people and the overseas people, like they already
Yep.
on it, or at least they have
Right.
appreciation for it.
For it,
Yep.
right. Maybe. Maybe. Damn, I didn't know it charted. That's crazy.
No, when I looked it up, I was just as shocked as you are.
Oh wow.
Man, that's why I was so happy when Layla started winning Grammys, man.
Me
Because it's
too.
like it's not to validate her to me, it's to validate her to y'all.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
It was a number 6 R&B.
Hmm.
Also, we loved it too. Okay.
I mean, ostensibly, but
Right. Right.
Hey
Right.
Layla,
But
I didn't go to UNC Central. Could you tell me what ostensibly?
North Carolina Central. It looked like it on the face. It seemed that way.
Oh, thank you. Okay, all right.
And it's North Carolina Central University.
I'm sorry.
Nope. I'll just try not to get you cut somewhere else.
Eagles. Y'all the Eagles, right?
We are definitely the Eagles.
Okay, all right, cool. At least I got that right.
But yeah.
But I agree with Vern when he was talking about, because you saw when she won that Grammy, like everybody, like, you know, her peers gave her so much love that night. It was like when she won, I think 2 that night, because she won it with Fun, if I'm not mistaken, right? Was it with Fun?
She won one with Snarky.
Snarky Puppy.
She won.
That's it. Okay.
And then she won one with Malcolm Jamal Warner on that Hello Jesus.
Yes. Okay. So it was like,
and then I think she got another one. So
the audience was just like, her peers was giving her so much love, and I was just like, oh, that's so dope. Like, she's respected by her peers. You know what I mean? Like, and even though she had fans like us, but just to get that, I think it was a little bit for her. Like, okay. All right. Even though Lalah is the type, like, I really don't care, but I mean, I got my fans and I'm good. So.
And what's funny, what I was saying before we recorded, she kind of ended up being like her dad, where she's everybody's favorite.
Yep.
That's what happened with Donnie. Like, people say they know Donnie, but they don't know. They don't know. And you know, you ask them to name more than 2 songs, and it's but you ask a musician, and they gonna give you a list of. They gonna just list every song in his discography for you.
Period.
You know, so
that organ on Rocksteady.
Listen, y'all need to know, like, Donnie was on people's stuff. Like, the Choice of Colors wouldn't have been what it been if it wasn't for him. Like, but like Elise said, that Layla's kind of in that lane. Everybody loves Lalah. Like, you see how even these big, like, A-list celebrities love her. You know what I mean? You be like when she was on Jennifer Hudson's show. Jennifer Hudson was like, you one of my favorites. Like, I love you. You know what I'm saying? And just vocally and all that, and get respect from Rochelle Farrell of that instrument having thing.
Come on,
you know what I'm saying?
Like, her and Rochelle Farrell to redo I'm Coming Back, and them two aliens get together and just.
That was so disrespectful. That was so disrespectful.
No home training, just rude.
They really did have to do us like that.
They really didn't.
What's true?
No. They really didn't. Oh my God. That's crazy.
Like, with Lalah, like, you know, she's definitely one of my favorite, not only my favorite, but best vocalists of all time.
She mine. You know. She mine, best and favorite. To me, that's the upper echelon, top pinnacle for me, because of what she can do. And I wanted to say this when J.I. talked about the first album. If you study the growth of her instrument from her debut album to now, oh my, I mean, the first album, I love it, classic. But you put her, that the voice of that next to later stuff, it's not even close. She grew.
She was in college when she made her first album, right?
Berkeley,
if I'm not
pretty
mistaken.
Much Berkeley. Yeah,
she was in college, yes. And you could tell she's still a student. That's when you know you are a dope artist, when you continue to be a student. And you could tell by every album, like you said, bro, like every album, it gets different. You listen to Don't Cry and you see her do it now.
Ooh. Oh, shout out, but let me shout out them background singers on that Baby Don't Cry. No, you're Angel. You're my that little bounce thing they do. I love background singers. I mean, think about how dope you got to be for Lalah to choose you to be her background singer. So that says a lot right there.
Well, you know what we finna do? We finna jump into the album.
Lego.
Let's go.
It's track 1, Lego. Let go.
Right.
Anyone watch the show know immediately that I'm gonna love this song. It's a groove.
Yep.
I love me old two-step record. That's my thing.
What it says right here. This is a two-step skating get-together anthem.
I said
It's
that
on my
too.
notes.
And
It's on my notes.
then mine just add a red cup to it. You good? Like that's it. That's it. That's it. And then you got Rasan on it. Help her
Rasan.
write it.
Mm-hmm.
Them two made magic on this record, like this album.
Yes,
Them
sir.
two.
Yes, sir.
Listen, like I was just like, oh my God. Like, and this song to me, I felt like this whole album was telling a story from each song. So it's like now when the album opens, she like, let's go. Like, come on, we got something. Let's talk. That's what I got. Like, let's talk. We about to have a good time with each other, but we also about to get deep. Hello, the album is called Self Portrait. So we're gonna get deep. You know what I mean? And you know, I just love it when she said, let go, baby, gotta let it go. Don't let it slow your roll. Like,
hold on to it. Yeah.
Yo, this is the classiest nigga you ain't shit album song I ever heard. Telling me what you're gonna do, pointless cause
they don't come through.
Waste breath and words on you. I've done all I do. Like, you better make a classic nigga you ain't shit album.
So to keep
record.
It real and true, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do.
right. And yeah, like and then the instrumentation on this album is everything too. Like everything, the musicality. Oh, you better know it. What's up with Walt? What's his name? Walt Fireler. That's his name.
I wrote it down.
That played the trumpet. What's his name?
Horns.
I got Lee Thornburg on one of the horns on
yeah, because it's like three of them. You got a horn, you got a trumpet, you got a saxophone, and yes, the brass section on this, they goes in. Like, I was like, okay, Lalah, I'm ready.
But you forgot about the other horn. It's Layla's voice. Because when she's going that part.
With the auto tune a little bit, auto tune later.
Yes, that's what I like too. The little auto tune made it current, and we were just saying, like, at least when you was talking about honestly, how people will be like, oh, she don't make music to cater to the current, and I'm like, no, that's not true at all. Like, have you listened to honestly? Have you listened to this? This 2008, it will fit in rotation what was going on then, but
Lalah is not a
she got a whole song. Oh, honestly, she got a whole song. She said, the chorus is I'ma fuck around and change your life.
Change your life. Make sure that you eat good, man. Listen. Now I'll be honest, as a purist Lalah fan, that album, I had to grow up and like, okay, Lalah is Lalah. So if she's doing it, it must be worth doing. So let me get into it. Now that one song, what is it called, Lisa? What she just woo.
Oh, damn it.
I'm gonna look it up. Let me see.
That's talking about Storm?
Yeah.
I think so. Like it.
Yeah.
I think it's Storm.
Yeah, it's Storm.
It is? Okay. Okay.
And it sounds like 18 people singing. Yes. It sounds like a storm, like a tsunami about crashing on you of sound. Here goes something else. All right. So we know who Layla's dad is. Let's not shortchange Miss Lalah, because Donnie met Miss Lalah at Howard in the piano room. So she bad in her own right. And Lalah, like, she grew up in this thing, but it's not nepotism. You know, I listened to Questlove a couple of days ago when she was on there. I heard it years ago, but she's just talking about her depth. I mean, Weather Report and Fusion, all kind of just vast varieties of music, and you can hear it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh yes. And then in something like this, for this to be an up tempo too, and that's why I don't like when people say this even. I'll be seeing this on Twitter, but I know we know how Twitter do.
Yeah.
They act like Layla is just good for ballads. I was like, no. No, no,
Well,
and no. Her first damn single was an up tempo. So what are we talking about
Nigga,
here?
Layla's
Like,
voice is good for the phone book. She can sing the ABCs.
period.
well,
Period.
you know what? When people say that, don't engage them because I already know from them saying that
Yep.
they don't know the music. They only
Yep.
know
Yep.
the few songs that have, made it.
They only know the Angel Live, and that's it.
Uh-huh. And like, so I usually don't engage those conversations like on a social media. Now, somebody said that to me in person, I would engage them and I would
Mhm.
teach them. But you can't.
Yeah,
Social media ain't the place
yeah,
for that. In
it's
person, I
Right.
not.
would, and I would
It's not.
school them good in a
Hmm.
nice way, and they would leave being a big old fan. But
Hmm. Yeah. It's like Kill says it like social media is like the mall. I don't hang out on the Build-A-Bear end of the mall because I'm gonna get Build-A-Bear conversations. So,
Right.
I'm over here, at the tuxedo shop. Y'all go and get your parents, your chaperone, the street lights on, get out of here.
Right. It's just now
Yeah.
everybody at the mall together,
Hmm.
and it's weird, and it's just no, it ain't
Like
working.
be down here at the Neiman Marcus while you at
Right,
the
right, right.
at the Dollar Tree.
At KB
Right, right.
stores. Yeah. Forever
Not the
21.
Dollar Tree though. Oh God.
Then okay. So the
All right.
next song,
Uh-oh.
if I put it at the beginning, this is like when I finally did get the album. I first listened to Let Go. I was like, oh, this is cool. Blah blah blah
Hmm.
blah.
Hmm.
And then Breathe.
Man, listen. Shout out Michael Ripoli.
Oh my
Hope I'm
God,
pronouncing your name right.
Jesus. Yes, on that damn guitar.
Acoustic guitar, man. Come on,
Oh,
man. So I'm in sales, 100% commission. I have a mix called Encourage. And you better believe that Breathe is on there. So I listen to my Encourage mix pretty much every day. So I would say every 2 or 3 days, I am going to hear Breathe because it comes up. And let me let Lise have it. Go ahead, ladies first.
Yeah. I It's one particular lyric. I want it because it's two people writing. I want to know who specifically wrote this line. Global
Global
melancholy,
melancholy
global
smears the
melancholy
stains
spread
across
a
the sky.
smear across the sky. Someone
Yeah.
right there. Someone's crying. I don't know why.
wow.
When I
Yeah.
heard that, when I first heard the song, when I heard that, it was directly like it was a melancholy and a storm going in my
Hmm.
life, and to
Hmm.
hear that, and it's like I felt like kind of in the moment I felt like Layla knew me because she's like
Hmm.
someone's out there crying. I just don't know why. And then for her to continue on the song to encourage
Yeah.
somebody that you don't even know, like I know
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
someone, so it's for y'all.
Man,
Mm-hmm.
I kept my four-leaf clover clutched tightly in my hand. Things I thought I just don't understand. So I click my heels 1,000 times and open my eyes. I just don't know why. I don't know
Yeah,
why I
and
can't
open
breathe.
my eyes.
Yeah, man, I can't breathe. I don't know why. Woo. Layla on this song and on this album, her background vocals of her on her, it's just crazy. I don't know why. Man,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
I hope my heart remembers to keep on looking towards the sky.
Yeah,
This is a Wusa anthem, man.
yeah. So for
You
me to
gotta
hear,
believe.
yeah, so for me to hear this song
Mm-hmm.
and being suicidal at the time,
Mm,
and someone saying, "But I gotta believe this ain't the end of the road. It's all
That's my
imaginary
part.
when you
mm,
believe till you believe." but this is the part that gets me, and you got to know the story is still to be
Still to
told.
be told. Oh my God, yes.
Yeah, man, that's
But
spiritual as a
to
mug,
breathe,
man. It's spiritual, man. You know, the gospel ain't just First Corinthians 2:2. She's speaking life in the people. Speak life into me, into
literally.
you with this song. I mean, that's God
Mm.
giving people hope, encouragement. That's God, man.
It felt like a breath of fresh air for me anyway. Because like I said, this was like it was like a story to me. And like I said, when she first got you, she's like, let go. Let go. It's about to be
Mm-hmm.
me and you. Just let go. Now, let's sit and let's talk, but breathe first.
Mm.
And I got that. And that line when she said, you gotta know the story is still to be told. That line there, that hits the heart, especially with that guitar that's playing, makes it very real. You know what I mean? Like
Yep.
that, it hit my spirit right there. So it is definitely, one of my favorites for sure. But it's just lyrically this song, like you said, it's hope. Like anytime I need, like when I'm
Yep.
feeling a little bit down or something
Yep.
like that, that's on my playlist
Yep.
because it's like I need that, and her voice just hits your spirit. Like, and I love Gladys. I love her, and y'all all know that Gladys is favorite to me. But it's something about Lalah that gets under your, like, gets somewhere, and it's like it
Man.
touches you somewhere. And when this, and like you said, her own backgrounds too, it's like Lalah, like you're an alien. Like she is, like
She is.
vocally an alien, yo.
Yeah. Thing is, imagine someone with a voice like Layla, and you thinking about and wanting and trying to end it all, and them saying it's not the end of the road, like of saying that it's a bad dream, you
Mm.
know.
Mm-hmm.
It when like I said, once I heard this song, it started to change my thinking about life, about I'm skipping ahead. That it's not a tragic inevitability. Like no, you can course correct. You can
Mm-hmm.
you've been going right forever, but you can turn and go left.
Yep.
Like it's an option. It's not the end of the road. It's so
Man,
many more roads. You know.
think think about what she does on that. Breathe. I mean, you know the part I'm talking about. Breathe. It's like angels, dog. I'm getting emotional talking about this. It's
I mean, son, I can't even say anything because I'm thinking about how deep that song just hits, and it's just like, like it takes you somewhere, and it's just like, whew, whew.
okay. I'm here's an analogy. You remember when you were little and like you hurt yourself and your grandmother like grabbed you up and you just felt safe and felt loved and protected. That's how this song and Layla voice makes you feel. I remember she was on Quest and I think she said something to the effect of like, "Come on, y'all, sup on my bosom." And that's not a freaky perverted type thing. I understand exactly what she meant. It's like it's a motherly, nurturing type thing that you get from her voice.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It made you
Mm-hmm.
want to go on, Lise. I mean, it encourages me.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga, sales is down 70% nationwide, but you got to believe this ain't the end of the road, baby. Come on, let's
Yeah.
go,
Yeah.
breathe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for me to be
Yeah.
like deep in my Donnie, and anybody who's known me for 5 seconds know my favorite song of all time is "Someday We'll All Be Free." So
Mm,
it's not the
mm,
end of the road. Someday
mm.
will you be free, no matter what it is free from. Like
Yep.
hear that in tandem, to be so deep into both
Yeah.
artists and albums at the same time was the prescription that I needed to get better, the
Mm-hmm.
catalyst to really work on my shit. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
Mhm.
Is anybody able to listen to Someday We'll All Be Free just once? Whenever I
I don't
put that
listen to
song
it.
on, well, when I put it on, I gotta run it at least 3 times in a row.
I can't listen to it no more.
I know, I understand. I understand.
Once in a
But
blue moon. But yeah,
yeah.
when I do play it, then I got to hear it. Yeah.
Mhm.
I probably play that song a couple times a year because it's just means that to me. And I have a tattoo of the song, the sheet music. Like it's
Mhm.
always with
Mhm.
me. So,
That's just one of the songs that for me I can listen to one time because it feels still eerie to me. It feel
Mhm.
and to know such a fan of him, so to know what he was going through and
Mhm.
it's one of those songs like it's like A Change Gonna Come with Sam Cooke.
Mhm.
It's very eerie to me, and it's like
Mhm.
I listened to it one time and it's like, all right, I've had enough. Like it's still it's tough for me to get through. Someday We'll All Be Free, and then to know that Elise's story with it, it's kind of
Mhm.
like, oh, it just be like, God, my sister was at that point, and it's kind of like, oh, and sometimes I'll be like, I can't, you know what I mean? Even though I'm happy that it helped
Yeah.
her, but it was kind of like now it just adds on more to that song for me. So I listen to it one time, I feel it, because y'all know I'm emotional as hell. So I really feel a record, and when I get in there, it's just like, all right, I had enough. Let me put you to the side. Catch that, girl.
but with Breathe, and I think it's because the musicality, like
Mm.
it's not eerie sounding.
Right. Right.
It feels more springtime-ish to
Yeah,
Yep.
me.
yeah,
And I can play this multiple times.
Mhm.
Want
yeah,
to. Like
Mhm.
it
yeah,
doesn't sometimes someday we'll all be free. Sometimes now, sometimes it does put me in a sad place. Especially after
Yeah.
we did our
It's
show and I re-examined it in a different way. And it was like, uh-oh. As far as
yeah,
my personal interpretation of it. So
yeah.
yeah. So I got it right here though.
Love it.
But Breathe,
Love
yeah, I
it.
can run that song. I can run it
Yes, yes.
for sure. All right. Then we come to JR song on our own.
man.
This favorite for me is so much on it that's favorite. But like I told you, I was in college and I'm the only child, so I was still a little homesick. So this song, Layla, again, is talking to me like, you're fine. You can make it on your own. You're growing up now. Like, it's
Mhm.
okay. You know what I mean? And it was just like, I needed that. It was like, I still wanted to go home. I still wanted to go see my family. I still wanted to do that because I was so connected to them. But this song, it just touched my spirit, especially the part when she says, so your heart belongs to you now, and you know that it's right. Like, and then I was going through a breakup too. So for that, it was just that on top of that, on top of that. So, like you said, Elise, it's like this album came to me at the right time. You know what I mean? Because it was just like, I'm homesick. I'm getting out of this relationship. I'm like, what the heck is going on? My mind is going 50 miles a minute. I don't know what to do. And this song really you will be wiser in the morning and so much
Mm.
stronger when the sun rises. Like, this is just like everything to me. Like I play this at least once a month for me. And that's why it's a favorite, because it's all about self-love too.
Yeah.
Loving yourself and that, and then obviously y'all know horns is
The
all and
flugelhorns.
through
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Man. Like in your mind. In your mind. Dun, 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 dun.
Damn, I'm like, ugh.
The stanza that gets me is, so for all your regrets that your poor heart won't let you forget, I can tell you because I know you can make it on your own. Me and Vern always be on we be in the same book on the same page in the
Yeah,
same
man.
Yes, y'all
letters and
do.
me and Vern be
Yes.
letters in the same word. You hear?
Yep.
Agreed.
Yep.
Just
Yep.
go back to the Leave It All Behind and the Tony episode. Y'all
Mhm.
did it the same. Like,
That won't the RB representatives. That was the Elise and Vern show.
right.
So Layla says,
Yes.
so for all your regrets, Won't let you forget. Come on, man.
She's
And just the way that she
everything.
says, "You can make it." Matter of fact, when we came into the Zoom, I was singing that, and JR was laughing. You can make it on you.
Her deep, low
But
register
we
is
gonna
nothing to fool
we
with.
gonna talk about bottom register Layla.
Oh
I
yes, oh yes, oh
so
yes.
this song takes me to it's the Cotton Club during Prohibition, and Layla on album because the musicality of this album is old school. Old, I mean, the song is old school with the trumpets
Yes.
and the dun, 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 I can see Cap Calloway directing the band or something, man. It's just not Cap Calloway, Count Basie. Anyway, yeah,
Mm.
dope.
And
And something
it's
I love
just
about. Oh, go ahead.
no, you good, sis. Because I was just gonna say me, the last minute and 44 seconds of this song, that's sad because I do love it. I feel like this is just Layla vocalizing and she's talking to you. That's what I feel like, and she's just like she's just doing that, and it's just like she's having a conversation with you, like the wisdom in her voice. I've gone through this, so I feel you. You know what I'm saying? And then just to have them drums playing. What's his name? Michael White on the drums. He was drumming, and then to have Brandon Fields because he worked with Vesta, and he's
Mm-hmm.
on there. Nick
Yep.
Lane
Nick Lane.
and
Yep. Lee Thornburg on the
what's the other dude?
Lee Thornburg on the trumpet.
Yes,
Um,
yes,
yeah,
yes.
yeah.
So and it's just the musicality of this song is just everything, man. Ugh.
Tosh
And
Johnson.
something
Tosh
this
Johnson.
album displays I mean, this song displays to me is one of my favorite things about Layla's um the way she approaches a song, which also other singers that really, really do this are singers like a Phyllis Hyman or had another singer that I had in mind.
Rasan.
Well, yeah, but no, but what I'm gonna say, I wouldn't put Rasan in. Um,
Okay, okay.
anyway, it's a certain aspect of their control. They are very patient. They never
Yes.
rush
Hmm.
Yes.
on
Great
songs,
word.
and it's very evident in this song because that song comes in slow and it's just very deliberate, and you know it. Yeah, and
Hey man.
people I think of with that type of control are like a Phyllis. These are both singers that can go crazy and go nuts,
Mm-hmm.
but they don't feel the need to do it every 2 seconds. They're like, no, I'm gonna ease into it, which is part why Phyllis. That's why Norm kind of is like working with her so much because of that control, you know. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Man, you know, some singers remind me of church drummers. Gotta show all they feels, all they flams.
Yes.
Layla just find a little pocket. Boom, poke you. Okay. I'm gonna lay back, let it breathe. Boom, there goes something else. And man, what you say, patience? What was your word?
yeah, a patience and deliberate, like
Deliberate.
very
Yeah, yeah.
like it's like y'all know I can sing. I know
Mm-hmm.
I can sing.
Mm-hmm.
We don't call for it yet because it does need to be quiet. It's a song about being on your own. I don't
Yeah.
want you to be like, if you and me were meant to be together. Ah,
Right.
no,
Right.
like it's a very sensitive topic. It's your heart and of being by yourself, of being alone. Who wants to be
I
alone? We're
said you
social,
by yourself. By yourself. You ain't with nobody. You're by yourself.
you know. Like we're
Why y'all going off like this?
and yeah, to talk about us, you know, and to be talking about a subject like this of being lonely or being on your own. We are social creatures, animals.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So the prospect of being by yourself, it makes sense why people stay in things way past their expiration date
Yeah.
because
Want to be by
you
themselves.
know Maya Angelou was saying in her little poetic justice, nobody, and I mean nobody, can make it out here alone.
That's right. That's right. I and then Tano Rasan also wrote on this too. every time, you know, anytime that I hear this song, after this, I play Can We Wait a Minute? It has that same type of vibe to me. You know what I mean? And it's just like I said in the beginning of the show, I feel like Rasan and Lalah had such a magic on this.
Yeah.
Written, they, you know, writing together, and then him doing some backgrounds on some of this, and it was just they were just in the pocket. It was the right time. Everything just connected. And this song, with it being a favorite, I can see kind of Rasan maybe doing this by himself. Like, this could have even been on his debut. To be honest, it has that feeling to me. So I was just, when I heard it, I was just like, yo, who's on this? And when I saw, I was like, oh, Rasan. Makes sense. Got it. Okay.
Let's talk about another part of this.
Mm-hmm.
Terrace sampled this for Mama on To Pimp a Butterfly.
Yeah.
With Kendrick. And it's like, yo, okay. So that introduced Lalah to another crowd. And I believe To Pimp a Butterfly won a Grammy. So she on another Grammy winning record.
Mm-hmm.
And that song, I mean, Mama is so soulful, and it fits, man. It's soulful.
And that's why it was my favorite. My favorite on that album because of this song. I was like, wait a minute. They used this sample. Hold on.
That's my favorite too on that album.
Oh, love that. Because like you said, it's so soulful, and this is too. You know what I mean? And I'm just so glad that Lalah just glided on it. Because that's exactly what you needed.
Yep.
And y'all just described this. It was like, I didn't need her to be yelling and screaming and doing all of this for a song that's talking about self-love and being on your own. No, like, I'm not going to get the message. It's not going to work. You know what I'm saying? So Lalah just glided through it. And I said the last minute and 44 seconds is just everything to me. And it just glides on out. And then the drummer come in. Then it'll go back.
When's the last time you heard a song, R&B song, the last minute or two, just ride out, just breathe?
No, they don't let songs breathe.
They don't let them breathe no more. Yep.
Breathe. You know what I'm saying? They don't let it breathe. And Lalah let this record breathe. And that's the horns, all that. And then Todd from SWV is singing background on this. Y'all already know how I love SWV. So for her to be on this, and she has that alto that fits, you know what I'm saying? So it just works. This song is just perfect for me, and that's why it's a favorite for me, like, for real. And it makes me think about now, like, my college days, and I can look and be like, yo, I did make it on my own. I did. Look where I'm at now. You know what I mean? And it's just, thank you, Lalah, for this song. Yeah. Please, thank you. This is my favorite Lalah song, period. So
the beauty of living with albums for years and stuff, I really didn't put a whole lot of weight into On Your Own. And it's like, okay, man, Lalah got a new song to me, because I'm paying more attention. There's some other songs on here. I'm like, my God, what? Whoa. Because I listened to them, but I had certain favorites off the album that I played more than these. But just to listen to that song, man, that's an adult, grown song.
Yes. It's like Lalah talking to you, dog. Like, you could do this. Like, and it's like a real conversation. I feel like this album is just a whole conversation. That's it. Lalah sitting there talking to you, well, singing to you. Because I couldn't have lasted with her singing like this. I'd have been like, Lord help me. Like, I couldn't have been able to last with Lalah like that. But again, it's just a conversation piece. And I just feel like she was just conversating with you and really connecting through. And that's why she sounded amazing on this, for real.
So now we go to For Always.
Lalah knew I needed a break after On Your Own. I'm sorry. I needed a break.
I'm glad you said that. Let's talk about the sequencing of this album.
Chef Kiss. Yes. Yes. Everything. Like, Lalah knew you just came from Breathe, On Your Own. She was like, all right, they need a little bit of an up tempo, a little bit. Let me give them something because we just really got deep, even though I told you, let go. So we gonna get deep, and then we there, and it's just like, yeah, Lalah, I need, I need a break because I just let my, soul bleed on your own, and then to come with for always, and I'm like, Layla's like the line where she's like, "It's all right with you, I'll be right here."
Be right here.
That's like she's talking to you, like ah. I was like, yo, the sequencing of this album is everything too. So I'm glad you brought that up, bro. For real.
JR, to that point of that lyric,
Mm-hmm.
November, we're always talking about my anniversaries on here. November will be 27 years married to the same woman. She says, if it's all right with you, I'll be right here. People, at least you got your stuff on mute. We want to hear you. We want to hear you.
Oh no, I was singing along to the song in my head. I'm here.
If it's all right with you, I'll be right here. I joke with my wife sometimes. I'm like, man, if you leave me, I'm going with you. Or I'll say I love you, and there ain't nothing you can do about it. It's no fairy tale, all things roses and blah blah blah. But if it's all right with you, it's like Quante, always coming home to you. Regardless of all the other stuff, I'm coming home. Feel free to take this as you please, but I'm still coming home.
Right.
So if it's all right with you, I'll be right here, loving you forever and a day.
Forever.
Be and a day. Be right here. So I wrote this down. This whole album is a masterclass of vocal layering, pockets, subtle riffs, and runs.
Say that again. Subtle
riffs and runs.
Subtle people. You don't got to be doing all of that.
Right.
Yeah.
Be by your side.
You ain't got to be JR on it. You got to chill guest. Sometimes you can be Try on it. You know, it's got to be
right.
You can. Sometimes you got to play it cool.
Yeah.
To get your message. Believe me, every instruction I ever listened to from someone, I can guarantee you what it wasn't from. It won't from somebody yelling at me.
Yep.
It won't.
True.
It was somebody talking to me like a person and looking me in my eyes and telling me exactly what I needed to do or suggesting, making me think it was my idea. Like that's
yep.
Right. You yell at me, you ain't gonna get nothing but a fight because I don't back down. So that ain't the right approach for me.
Right.
Facts.
And that kind of goes for a lot of my music too. You ain't gonna yell everything.
Right.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
But,
if it's organic.
Right. I understand why Michael Jordan listened to Kenny Lattimore, I think it was, on his headphones, and then came out and dropped 40. The world is wild and crazy. I need some calmness to get me to go out here and compete and win. And Lalah does it for me. One of the things she says at the end is, that's not even a lyric, but it reminds me of Mary J. Everything, when she go, you know exactly that is saying a whole lot without saying a lot. Yeah.
Yes. Oh my God. I just thought about her doing that at the end of this of this record, and I'm like, that do say a lot. It says a lot because when I hear it, I'll be like, damn, Lalah, like, okay.
Think about when your grandma made something and you was like, that tell you that I want some of that.
Right.
Those ain't words, but I felt it though.
Right.
Something that Lalah does a lot on this album, and kind of period, is she gonna give you some sort of vocalization that you can sing along with. So, like, and she does that yeah, all the songs so far, she's
Yep.
done that where you can go along
Yep.
with her.
Yep.
You don't have to know no lyrics. It's gotta, it's quicker to learn a melody than the lyrics.
Yep.
So you just, I love that.
Mm-hmm. Sing
Man.
along. Yeah, you can sing along with me. That's what Lalah
Yep.
saying. Come on. You can
Yep.
sing with me. Like, come
Yep.
on. You got like I know I'm a beast, but come on. You can sing
Yep.
with me.
Don't be scared.
Right, right. It's okay. Oh, good.
Woo. All right.
Uh-oh.
That's song 4.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Number 5
That
is
was
what that was then. So I'm gonna start this out by saying shout out to Ghetto Heaven, Sandra St. Victor. Her, Lalah, and Rex
Ghetto heaven.
did what they needed to do.
Am I the dreamer or the
Or the
dream?
dream.
Who writing like this?
Come on, man. Waking up, it
them
seems, am I the dreamer or the dream? It's
days.
impossible to know.
Days.
Enlighten me, bite me up, make me come. Feel like I'm born again. Oh man. Then she says, through my
that through.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
through. Mm.
So I call this album. She was ping ponging with herself.
Yes. Yep.
She put some down and then ping. Then she hits it back to herself. Show me how to move on. Going through changes. La 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 la. Oh, man.
Kind of like a light shine down at
Yep. Did y'all catch at the end of this song? At the end of this song, when the music stops, it's like a crazy refurb of stuff. Okay, you call it. Yeah.
So it's interesting. So when I first was on this album, shit, up until probably a couple of weeks ago, my favorite Breathe was my song. But I realized I've evolved because I don't need to breathe like I used to. Because this is now. Still there
Real.
for you to
Yes.
access it.
Yeah.
Access. But
What's up?
now I can talk about it as, you know, the me now, not the past tense girl. You know. And it's like a light shone down and showed me how. You know, so
How
far.
to move
So
on.
long ago. But that was then. This is now. La, da, da, again. La,
Yep.
la, la, la,
Oh, man, if I could sing, y'all be in trouble. Because y'all in trouble now, and I can't sing really.
My mama say that all the time. I could sing.
I think this again. I'm saying this the whole episode. It's like the conversation continues again. Like after for always, it's like this is the conversation, and I think this is Lalah now giving her wisdom on what she's gone through. And like, listen, I know what you're going through right now. I done been through this. So now let me give you my story. You know what I mean? And let you know that, yo, that was then. This is now. I'm not singing, y'all. I'm not gonna do that to myself. So I have been singing the lyrics. I'm not singing. No. When she said it was like a lifetime passed through my fingers so long ago, so much that I didn't know, kind of like a light shine down and show me how.
How to move on.
That's deep.
Yeah.
And that's somebody telling you that, like, yo, I done went through some shit. You know what I mean? But it was like a light shined on me, and now I've made it out of this. And now I can look and be like, that was then. Look where I am now. You know what I mean? But
I'm giving you
Layla's
game
singing.
on how do you get out of it? How do you get out of that trap? Because I was in it.
Yep.
And this song also does something. And JR, me and you talked about it when we this episode ain't out yet. It might be by the time this come out. But we was talking about Kendrick the Family Soul,
Yes. Yeah.
about the album, about sometimes you just got to keep repeating something because they go out and sing the chorus about 8 times.
Yes,
It just,
indeed.
Which
like,
album? Which song?
no,
Which
no, I'm saying,
Kendrick?
oh, their first album, like the whole
Okay,
album,
okay.
like the
Mhm.
songs, like whatever that chorus is, like they not just singing the chorus after each verse, like they do a repetitive thing,
I got
the
you.
important
Like
point of the song.
yeah.
It's not one
Yeah.
particular song. It's just kind
Okay,
of that
I
whole
got you.
album.
I got you.
Yeah.
And she does. You go. They start singing it, and they sing that to the vamp. Like out of here. But that's the
Yes.
point she wanted to get.
Right. So you know some MCs are crazy dope lyricists, but they put too many words in their stuff. And like you just nigga, let it breathe. Let me get this, let me let this soak in.
Right.
And that's what she does on the song.
Yes, she does. And
Like
that
if
low
certain
register,
MC
damn it.
that give you 100 words in one bar, I'm not gonna say his name. He like the doc folks, but you know who.
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot of
Ooh,
niggas they don't know how to make songs. That you got bars, but you don't know how to make songs, and there's a difference.
complete difference. Good one, Elise. I like how you did that. Oh, but that low register again on this. Layla, she be unfair. Like the stuff that she does in that low register, and I love how Elise always says it. Singers need to start working with their lower register. You don't
Dude,
gotta always be high and want to hit
dude,
the highest note for the crowd participation. Layla don't gotta do that at
no.
all. Like I
Think,
just said, put up that clip with her and
mm-hmm.
Anita, and she was like, "Will you be my?" And the crowd lost it. Lost it.
Cause
Anita went running off the
yep,
stage in
cause
her kitten heels. She was out, like gone.
'cause they understand
She
the artistry of it. I mean, think about how Carmen slapped us on Say So in that bottom register.
And what did she tell us on
Carmen
our show,
Rogers, y'all.
Elise? What did she tell us on our radio show? She sent it to Layla to see how it was, and Layla was like, she gave her the
Co-sign.
thumbs up. So Carmen was like, "Up, I'm good." She was
Yep.
like, "Long as Layla like it, I'm good. I don't care
Yeah,
what
man.
nobody said."
Yeah.
Killed it, man. That bottom register, man. Eesh. I'm gonna talk more about that as we get to a couple of other songs, man.
Oh yes.
Yeah, man.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
See, Layla ain't even fair because she can do it all. Like her high register
That's what I'm
and
saying.
her low register.
So
Then
so
when she
so,
makes
so
a song and weave them together, it's stupid.
you at least still in my notes because I talk about a duet that Layla had with Layla on one of these songs. She had a bottom register Layla and upper register Layla did a duet and they killed it.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. Oh
Yeah.
yes. Oh yes.
Hey JR,
Damn, I just thought about that. Yes. Oh shit, yes.
what's
Who
the
else
song?
does that?
Huh?
Is you multiple registers on the same song? Maxwell does that a lot.
Mm.
A lot.
He did that a lot on Embria. Yes, he did. Yes, he
He do it a
did.
lot, period. But yes, he really did it a lot on Embria.
JR,
Mm-hmm.
what's the song that Brandy ping pong with herself? She was low and high. You sent
Shit,
me
put
something.
that on everything.
Put
Several
yeah,
things, but yeah, that's
definitely put that on everything though.
mm-hmm.
Yes, because she goes up there at the bridge, and then her backgrounds are so low. You be like, how the fuck? What? Like, how are you doing this? Like, that's
I weep for people that don't understand how brilliant some of these people we're talking about are. It's like you're depriving yourself of a beauty or a joy of sound, man. I mean, I'm glad we're in the number though.
okay. Yeah, I'm in that party. We can be in the club by ourselves. I'm good.
Yep.
It's
Whew.
nice over here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, right.
how I sound. I always be saying I hate it here. Then I'm like, oh, it's nice over here. Oh shit, I'm duetting with myself, you know.
Catch it.
Oh man.
All right,
Oh,
yeah,
God.
I've been looking at this next song and just kind of getting myself together.
Yeah, oh God. I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready.
So my brother, the next song is Learning to Swim. My brother JR coined this phrase. It is hauntingly beautiful.
Oh my God, yes.
It is hauntingly beautiful.
You know who we got that from, right?
You?
Yeah.
North Carolina Central?
Straight stole it. Straight stole it. And that's the first, and I've said it on our episode with who? You.
Ooh,
you know me and
man.
y'all the same person, so it's fine. It's not silly.
Man, so the first 27 seconds.
Vern, I had that in my notes.
It's the fretless bass and Lalah doing a duet. And so I was today years old when I realized that's freaking Marcus Miller on the bass.
Shut up.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
what?
man. Yes. So it makes all the sense.
Don't it?
Because Lalah was gigging with Marcus when she got dropped from her album and they toured and all stuff. If you want to hear some treats, go on YouTube and watch Marcus Miller and Lalah like in the dressing room. They just riffing. And they got a song. Have you ever heard Infatuation?
No.
Marcus Miller go. And then Lalah go back and forth, going round and around to be where you are. It's crazy, but
it's on YouTube.
Yeah, do
all right.
Back and forth. Infatuation, Marcus Miller and Lalah Hathaway.
Okay.
But the fretless bass, man. Oh man. So when I hear this, I got visions of Jaco Pastorius and his fretless bass. So I'm write this song down. It's called where is it? Hejira. It's by Hejira. It's Joni Mitchell. And I stumbled upon it some years ago. And I couldn't understand why the song grabbed me. I know it was the bass. And then I looked up, that's Jaco. Okay, I was raised on Jaco, my uncle. So those two things, man, that bass and Lalah. Ooh. Go ahead, y'all.
when the first 27 seconds, it's like you're watching the water waves. That's what it feels like to me.
Yeah.
You just watching them. Lalah is like, we're talking about a song, Learning to Swim. So I'm gonna put you where the water is. like I was like, Lalah, you're unfair. This is my second favorite. As y'all can see, I'm giving the dramatic yes. And it's like, yo, I'm looking at the waves and Lalah just vocalizing, and I'm like, and like you said, the guitar is there, and it's just them two having a duet with themselves. Just for the first 30 seconds. How does that happen? Like, I was just like, Lalah, I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready to go to the water yet. Let me learn. Like, you bringing me there already. You pulling me? Like, please. Like, I'm glad you said it. The first 27 seconds, I had that written down, but okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Elise. Go ahead.
I was good, but no, the part of this song that makes me just turn into
I already know.
Just a pile of goo.
Okay, what part?
And just one line. And I'll give you my heart all over again. Like she almost, but it's an intentional crack. Like
it's not perfect. It's not. But it's human. It's real.
again. Like it's the way.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And after that, I'm just done for. Like, cause I be holding on to my thug, and then give you my heart.
and I, for me, this is also like a connection to God to me. That's what I felt like with this record, because I know a lot of people can say this is a relationship, whatever. Really, music is whatever you feel, to be honest, and whatever you take it as. But I feel like she was just saying you might have lost a connection with God because of something that might have happened to you, and you kind of turned away from him. And it's like you're trying to get, and now you're realizing some goodness is happening, so you're making your way back to him, this connection again. So when she said, so I will try to look into your heart and see the man you claim you are, the line when she said, I'll sink just like a stone without you.
Man, listen.
That right there, to me, that explains my connection with God to me. If you know what I'm saying, or whatever you believe. I feel like with him, I will sink. You know what I mean? And and Lalah was just giving my connection to God with this. And like bro said, it ain't had to be Jesus, Lord, this, and that. This musically, lyrically, it connected to me, and it was a connection. It was a spiritual thing. And this is what learning to swim did for me. It was such a connection to the relationship that I had with him. And this describes it. Oh my God, I got chills. Woo. So this is just my relationship with him. And Lalah sung it right. She brought you in right. And I was just not ready for this. When I first heard it, I boo-hooed when I first heard this record.
Bro, this song
take
you there, man. Over my head is where I seem to always be.
That's my line too. In my head is
why. Man. Yep. You bring me down.
That ain't me. I don't know.
You bring me down. I would have known it all along, but I'll sing just like a stone without you. And then, so right after that, so I will try. And then Michael's go boom, boom, boom. Woo, man.
Oh God, I was like, Lalah, I'm not worthy. That's what After this song, I was like, I'm not worthy for this. I was like, I didn't deserve this record. But Laylah's like, I'm trying to tell you, you're gonna have to learn how to swim again. You know what I mean? Like you've gone through all of this stuff. Now you're brand new. You know what I'm saying? You're cleansed. So now it's time to learn new life again. And that's what this song is. And this song is just everything.
Swallow my tears and dive right in. Eyes open.
There you go. So I live this life. Swallow my tears. I mean, and then like at the end, if you notice, she's just saying, learning to swim. She's saying some stuff like under the track. I don't even know what she was saying, but you can hear her saying some stuff. And then
I don't know what the hell Lalah was saying.
It's the bongo, the bass, and the guitar just serenade, man, at the end. This song is like absolutely beautiful.
Yes.
For a number of reasons. It has many meanings. Like you said, you can take it spiritually, you can take it relationally, you can take it life. I mean, life will get all up in you, you know, and you gotta keep swimming though, like Finding Nemo. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming. Yeah, man. Woo, that's a deep song, man.
You listen. Golly. And again, she ain't yelling on it. She's mellow with it.
You know, I also like the way she says, I had to believe that I can. Like it just it's different, you know. Then
it's coming from a place of fear, pain, and strength though. Because you know, sometimes my pastor talks about it. Sometimes you gotta go shaking and trembling, but you gotta go. You know, courage ain't the absence of fear. It's going while you're scared. And you know,
what they always say, do it scared.
But as long as you do it.
Right. Again, this is Lalah giving wisdom. It's like I know where you've been. I've been there before. You know what I'm saying? She just came and telling us that was then. Again, giving us some wisdom. She's now saying, I've been there. I had to swim. I had to learn to swim too. Like,
all over again.
All over again.
yes.
And at the end, again and again and again and again.
Again.
Girl.
Because you know, in life, you don't fall just because you swim. I mean, you don't drown because you just because you fall in the pool. You drown if you don't swim. You just lay there, you're gonna sink. So you got to swim again and again and again. So yeah, man. Whew. Man, that's a beautiful
again and again.
Yep.
Everything, Layla. Second favorite of mine.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh
1 mile.
man.
Hey, Terrence Martin. What up, family?
Terrence Martin was on his Dilla-ish on that.
He was. And was.
What up, cousin? You
Layla
can come back. I swear to God, I ain't gonna fight you.
You ain't gonna fight his face.
Oh, my mama.
So Layla bounced so many times on this. It's like one mile to go, no more dirt road. Meanwhile, she do that Layla thing right there. The house not a home. So much stuff going on.
And there's nobody singing like her. Like, I'm sorry. No. I was listening to it today at work, and it was like, I was sitting there and I was just going like this.
Right.
I'm like,
she said,
Layla.
Thank you for my wake-up call, even though I gave my
Yes, like it don't make it's so disrespectfully good. Like that's what that is. Like ain't nobody. And for this song, I love how she paints the picture of the story happening. So she like took me all around the world. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, all right, cool. And then for her, and then you felt when she was like, when he said, "You're my one and only girl." Those are the only words I heard. Everybody has been through that before. So again, she's taking you on this, she's painting this picture like this first verse, this would happen. This is how everything. But that second verse, she woke up. It was my wake-up call. You know what I mean? I realized you wasn't shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that.
And she said, even though I gave my all, because sometimes people like, I done put so much into this relationship. Okay, we get that, but you got to get up out of there.
Yes. And she was like, but I love myself.
Yep.
So it's okay.
Yep.
Self-love again. Self-portrait, self-love. Come on, Layla. Come on, girl. Like, she's painting pictures about self-love. Layla, man.
Yeah, we got to make sure Layla watches this, man. We got to give you.
You ain't never lie. Listen. Yeah. You better believe it. I'm going in.
And Layla, if you see this record behind me, me and JR trying to get it to you. That's self-portrait. That's some beautiful
she was
art.
in there. She was like, "Ooh, I like that." And Vern, bro, was like, "Oh, I could get it."
Yep. Give me a PO box. You ain't got to give me no address. We ain't no stalkers. We ain't gonna do nothing crazy. We just want to bless you.
Right. Oh God, but yeah, Sarah, he blessed her with this. Like this was a nasty beat. Like he gave to her. You know what I'm saying? Again, we needed after learning to swim.
Yeah, man. You had to get us off the mat.
Yes. She got us so deep in our feelings. It's like, all right, we need a beat. All right, we need this. So Terrence came in for the save. Like,
you see boys and girls in the music industry.
Out of the ocean onto that dirt road.
What did we learn, boys and girls? Sequencing matters. Yes, say it with me, class. Sequencing matters. Sequencing matters.
Yes, indeed.
Chandler.
Gold star for you.
Oh God. Oh man.
1 mile to go.
no
So
more.
disrespectful.
Meanwhile.
Yeah, how you go like that and just only Lalah, only
Only
Lalah.
Layla.
Yes,
Period.
Like
yes, only her. I know
actually, only
Donnie is up wherever. Donnie's up there like my daughter.
in
Whew.
that big star.
Yeah, Daddy in that big sky. Always there. Always. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Nice,
yeah.
nice.
So it comes to little girl.
Ah, there we
Yes.
go. What a nice segue.
Yes. Oh, her segues are awesome. I think.
So I said this before the show. I'm slow. Forgive me. I was today years old when I made the connection of little girl and self portrait. Layla is inviting us into her life, her story, her mama, her dad, her sister. You
Mhm.
know, just a little girl in the big world. And that's Rasan, Sandra St. Victor, Layla, and Rex on the pen.
Mm-hmm. It didn't how she did it on the live album though. Doing
Mm,
little girl and then
yeah,
going into breathe.
yeah, man, come on,
What?
come on, man.
But that first verse she did, and when she said when her mother did it all alone, all alone, like oh, I'm not doing it, y'all, but still, like, and I hear that, and she does that all herself. It was just like she's on her own lane. And Layla
Mm.
know that, like, you'll know when you see, because I know Vern has saw her over like mad times, but I be seeing like videos, and Layla know when she did some nice
she
shit.
she
Like
knows she knows. Yeah,
you
I
know, like
mean,
she'll just smile and she'll do that, like when her and Rasan, who helped her on
mhm.
this record, they were going back and forth on something, a video that I saw. And she went mad low, and Rasan and her just bust out because she was like, he was like, well, goddamn, like the hell is she looking at him like, yeah, I
Hey
know.
man, speaking of
You know
going
this
low,
song? Oh, go
go
ahead. Go
ahead.
ahead.
Go no, you go. You least it's
No, no,
lady
mine's
first.
not about to sign it. Go ahead.
So Rasan, have you ever heard "We Are One" on Lettucey's first album?
Yes.
Yes,
That nigga, that nigga there. The song is only
disrespect.
like 2 minutes long.
We
Nigga
love
said,
Leslie around here, so.
"We are one," and then, oh, you know that we are. Man, crazy, crazy, crazy.
And
Yeah,
then they
shout out.
did because there's a video of them actually doing it, like a quick
I would
thing
love to see it.
online. Is it them
I
two
would love to
actually?
see it. So here go some flowers. So I'm not bragging, but if you look, uh, let's see that picture right there.
Mm-hmm.
One of my old coworkers, his family are good friends with um, Rochelle Farrell.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, man, you know, she gonna come to the office tomorrow. I was like, is it okay if I bring my wife? Because my wife is crazy Rochelle head. And we talked for about an hour and a half, man. She just cool people. And she was ranting and raving about that nigga Rasan Patterson. I remember you from Kids Incorporated.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty Ricky, what they call him. But yeah, Rasan, you can tell Rasan and Layla are good friends,
Yes,
and it comes out
and they
when
be
they do
on
stuff together.
each other album. Probably don't
Yeah,
even want credit for it. That's how
yeah,
much
yeah.
love that they got for each other.
Hmm.
You know what I
Hmm.
mean? So it's just I probably for some was like whatever, but this song, y'all, she just started vocalizing before, and then her father comes in and starts
Yeah,
talking. It took me out.
yeah.
Took me out. Just took me out because she just vocalizing, and then Donnie comes in and start talking. I was like, Layla, this is not right. This is not right. And then he uses his little girl. You know
Yep,
what I'm saying?
yep.
Like they use his. It was just. I was like, Layla, this is unfair. Like, why are you doing this? Like,
Yeah, man.
and then this is her story. This is Layla's story. So it would make sense for her to throw her father in it. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? It felt organic. It wasn't, an authentic. It didn't like it wasn't forced to be in there. And it
Yeah.
just felt right. It just, yeah, like mm,
You know what this song, the style in which it is written and like it pulling little vignettes of her life out. It reminds me of like Jill Scott's Family Reunion, where it's
Yes.
giving you these scenes because
Mhm.
you know it's on Soul Train and this and that, and then Mama and the big old Lincoln, and then
Hmm.
like it reminds me of that style. It's sonically different. Well, not that far off, but like the way it's structured in the storytelling is very similar and
Hmm.
gives that same feeling of like
Mhm.
Yes.
I know what they're talking about. I know about sitting and uh watching Soul Train with your family. I
Mhm.
know about mine was my granddaddy's big old Buick. Like I, you know, it's
Yep.
And
so
everybody, grandma in the kitchen frying
Man,
fish.
come on, man.
frying, you know, doing all of that. The songs, just little vignettes,
Hmm.
you know,
Yes.
and you
Yes.
can find yourself in those. I mean, it might be a little bit of change, but the general idea
Yeah.
of how you relate to your family.
Your people. So
Yes.
so for me, I was 7 years old in 1979. Never forget. My mother's father took all his kids, my grandmother, and me and my sister on a fishing trip to Wisconsin Dells. And when he got back, he went bowling and he had a heart attack and died. Um, so I think about like I have a pet peeve with women in my profession who y'all ain't got no programs for single mom. Like nigga, my grandmother cleaned people's houses and got my grandfather's military pension. My mother was already out and married, but raised my Aunt Carol, Uncle John, Uncle Roy, Uncle Clifton by herself. And so when Layla talks about her mama, did it all, I think of the strength of my grandmother doing that by herself. So it's triumph, but it ain't sad,
Hmm.
but that's another thing, like you said, the different vignettes to make us think of our families. So yeah.
Hmm. Yes.
It's a very personal and personable album.
Yes. And then for her, like I said about the vocalizing, that's what I love about Giving Up. And that's what she gave me that in this record.
Hmm.
It's like that, you know how Donnie just comes in. Like the first freaking minute, he just vocalizing. Like that's all he's doing. And that's why that will remain my favorite song because just the feeling of that. And
Yeah,
Layla gave me that. And then for her father to come in, that's why it just, whoa, you know what I
yeah,
mean? So again, it's just like, yeah, it was just like, she's dope. And Layla's just awesome.
Jr.
I don't know.
Layla, we love you, as you can tell. Jr. You said
Yes,
something.
yes. You
You
got me speechless for words.
yeah,
You
man.
know, yes.
You said something. You said a word. You said feeling. Rest in peace to Dave from De La Soul. How many times Dave would say, like, "Hey, boy, what's that style in good shot?" I don't know what he's saying, but I feel it. I feel it. We believe it, And there's a skill and uh, a skill to doing that, making people feel, making the listener feel what you're saying, and definitely Layla got it, and she did it on this album
Yes, she
impeccably.
did.
Y'all, I'm trying to find this old school. I'm trying to find the place where I pull the portrait from to put it back. I'm trying
Elise
to put
got hers too.
it
Oh my God.
back.
Oh, mine is at my mother's, so I don't even have mine in my house.
That is
Oh
It's
God.
something about touching your music, man.
It right? It just mm,
That's like
mm,
I don't read all books on Kindle. I need to buy.
yeah.
mm.
I need to feel my
I
books.
know that's right. I know that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
Especially with her being a writer.
Like with even writing some things I can't type it. I gotta write it.
Oh no,
Yeah.
you have to write.
Comes through different.
Yes.
And you remember it. So
Yeah.
whenever
Yeah.
I like would have to teach a class, or like when I used to write rhymes, I would just write them over and over again because it helped me remember it. So even like when I go to church or whatever, I don't type the notes on my phone. I have a book and I write the sermon notes because it's something that it attaches to you greater. There's a scientific thing about it. I ain't gonna quote all that, but yeah, you got to physically touch that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I used to memorize poems when I was doing spoken word by writing.
Yep.
Nice.
Write them out. That and looking in the mirror, doing it were the two things for my. I have very poor memory, especially after the auto accident I was in. Like memory is cool. For like short term stuff like that. So those are things that really help.
Yeah. I remember, man, I did this poem at spoken word spot. It was long. And what I did is I intertwined things from the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, the songs of TV shows and stuff. And when I finished, I remember the dude was like, man, how the heck did you remember all that? I kept writing it down and kept saying it, and it became a part of me. So,
yeah.
There it is.
Then we come to what goes around.
Yeah, man. All right. Go ahead.
But don't know how hard me and JR be on the album. And this is an album where we absolutely don't have one bad thing to say about any song on it. Like
None.
not even like, well, this didn't hit.
No.
Every song hits me.
Yep.
It's just one hit me here, one hit me here, one hit me upside the head, but they all hit me.
Yep.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So when I hear this song, I see Lalah. You got to be a certain age to get what I'm about to say. When I hear this song, I see Lalah singing this at the club. By the end of the song, okay, after singing this at the club on New York Undercover. By the end of the song, Eddie and JC are arresting the culprit of a criminal enterprise, and we're sitting at a table at Natalie's, listening to Lalah riffing. That's what this song brings into my mind.
Wow. I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it.
I can feel it. I feel like I'm in. Thank you for that.
We're Natalie's. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Damn, right? That's what? Wow, but yeah, this Lalah, like, nigga, you reap what you sow. Like this is like this is you reap what you sow. All the pain you done put her through or whatever, you gonna get it back tenfold. And I feel like she's able to tell them this to his face. It's no longer like she's not keeping it to herself anymore, like whatever. She's telling them to his face because then she also said, I never thought I would make it to this day. So to me, I'm thinking that she's able to finally tell him, like, you're going to reap what you sow. But I pray for you. But you're going to reap what you sow.
Please.
You
ain't nothing gonna come good till you do right by me.
Gonna crumble.
Everything you think about gonna fail. Everything done to me, already done to you.
Right. Especially that part.
So, yeah.
Done to me. Yeah.
Yes. And then don't the violins make this joint so much more emotional to y'all?
Oh, yeah,
the violins is violin, if that's a word.
Strings is stringing.
Right. The violin is violining. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like...
something else that I hear Donnie in this, and this is why I hear it.
Okay.
Because she says how you treat your brother, man, or how you treat your sister friend. Those are things that Donnie would have said
on like an extension of a man. Yep.
Yeah, back in the day.
Mm-hmm. Oh shit, man. I ain't You learn something new. This damn show. Because I never would have thought, but now you putting it into perspective like that. Yes, Donnie would have said this in a record on Extension of a Man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh wow.
Yeah, because dudes don't say brother man or sister friend no more. That's a old colloquialism.
Yes, yes.
It is one part so sassy. It sounds like some shit I would say. Call it what you want to.
At least you my sister from another miss. That got it right there. Call it what you want to, but a rose by any other name is still
It was just a flower.
Just the same. And then she battling with her upper and lower register on each bar. Yeah, man.
So did.
But this line is the kicker. But but don't make believe the world is how you see it.
Yeah, the only thing she had in that was nigga. That's what she didn't add. That's the only thing she didn't add.
Bars.
Yep.
Straight bars. Straight bars. Yo. Oh, man.
That's funny. That's funny.
Yes.
She basically said, like, your reality ain't nobody else's. You made it up.
Yeah,
that ain't the word.
You on your own, pimping.
Like, you can make it on your own.
Your own. Yeah.
Y'all crazy.
Oh God. Oh man. I ain't know an effed up song. She going in on the nigga. We making fun of it. Oh God.
I mean, he shouldn't have did what he did.
Fucked up. He shouldn't have fucked up. Right.
They be like, you shouldn't have been talking
shit. Right. True.
I ain't make you do that.
Hell, these are the consequences. You gonna get laughed at, homie. Like, oh man.
Right.
Naked truth.
Man, listen.
Come on.
Right. So I got it on right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think. All right. So for 35 seconds, it's just to send the bass and the drums.
Yep.
And they preparing you.
Yep.
Under my skin. that bottom register, man, is so sick. And yeah, and then she said, I can feel it. So the upper register, man. So this is the duet between bottom register Lalah and upper register Hathaway. And it's
she doing a call and response to herself. That's what she's doing.
Herself.
A call and response to herself. I say, Lalah, come on. Because I thought that was actually Rasan. I thought it was him, but he's on the vocals with her, but that's her. Like, I'm like,
that makes sense. That makes sense to Rasan. Okay. Yeah.
You can like hear him in it, but it's still her. Yep. Like, it's still her. But because I was looking online and people was like, it was a duet with them too. And I'm like, really? Yeah, like if you go to like with the lyrics, there'll be like duet with Rasan, and I'm like, I don't know.
Is it listed that way on the album?
It says vocals on discography. So I just put it up, but it's got Rasan on the vocals, discog or whatever. But yeah,
so
I think Lalah was duetting with herself, and then Rasan just put the little spackle on it, just to
right. Yeah. Little extra touches. Yes.
Yep. Man.
Rasan was the grout of this song. And you gotta have that for it to stay down. So I mean,
True. Right.
So another gem on this song is from 147 to 223, and Let me see if I can just pull it up. Y'all probably can't hear it, but naked truth, naked truth. So a moment of honesty. This is another song that I didn't necessarily pay a lot of attention to initially.
Mm-hmm.
But when you start doing the deep dives and studying, you listen, you're hearing masterpieces of putting songs together and musicality and vocals, man. And this is definitely one. That naked truth is something serious, man.
Like, I'm like, who the fuck?
The writing on it.
Yeah, man.
That's some like like the lyrics of the whole album are very complex.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh
Yep.
yes.
That's Kenneth Crouch, Lalah Hathaway, and Sandra St. John.
Kenneth Crouch, yo. And you know him and Rasan worked on their debut together. So they just all big happy family, yo.
Yeah, man.
And got in probably the booth and probably just jammed. They
Dope people
jammed out.
just hang out together.
Yes. Yes.
And I think that's what happens. Like if you're not in a machine and you in this like collective, it's like we hang with you because you dope, not because it's political, not because the album the label said I had to. No, like sticks to like, and we gonna sing or we probably go bowling, but you are peoples.
Yes. Well said. That's a bar right there, yo. Yeah. Terrence did this too, right?
Yeah.
No, it just
Yeah.
says
Yes. He produced it.
And did okay. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait a
Terrence
minute.
was all over it.
No. He didn't. Crouch.
He didn't.
Terrace produced the
Okay.
next song.
yeah.
Got it. Okay. Okay. Terrence all over this
That nigga
album
was
though.
in his bag, man. God,
Listen.
You know something I like I've noticed after talking about so many albums is I love an album where the producer happens to be one of the writers or the writer. It comes through different.
It does. It does. It does. It does.
True. Very true.
So here's not necessarily one of my most favorite, but you can even I got to give him credit. When JD produces and writes R&B, or shoot, let's not go there. Let's go to Brian Alexander Morgan.
Mm-hmm.
That's a perfect example of because he know it's his baby, so he know what he was thinking when he laid the track down. So he's gonna put some of that in the lyric too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's real. Yep. He knew that. He knew that. Hell, he worked with Layla. You know Brian, the man. Yo, what up, B? What up? What up?
Man,
Yeah,
listen,
you cool.
when I knew who he was, but when I listened to y'all with him on y'all show, I'm like, yo, that's that nigga.
and right, and that's what me and Elise wanted. We wanted that. We was like, forget all that other stuff that you know about him. You know what I mean? The normal thing. And me and Elise was like, we're not even gonna mention SWV at all. Now that's me talking. I ain't even gonna mention it. Who mentions it? Brian. But it's a part of his story. So he had to talk about it. You know what I mean? So it was you got to learn who Brian was through that.
Right.
And that's what Elise was like pushing. She was like, yo, we're not gonna do all that. We're gonna ask him what he liked about this album and how it made him feel and all of that kind of stuff. But then he brought it back with like, when Stevie heard Coco, I got a phone call.
But that makes sense because we're talking about Stevie.
Right. So he threw
it was very in context because, that's why no, it was very in context because you brought up a Stevie loving women's voices.
Yeah.
If you got that story in your arsenal, you a damn fool if you don't tell that story.
Right. Right.
Stevie?
Right. Right,
If I had a TV
right.
story, I would tell it anytime anyone would listen. I would tell it on every
True.
episode.
Real. That's real. That's real. I ain't knocking you. You right. She took up for you, B. You see that, right?
Yeah, well, I always do. Me and Brian gang up on JR a lot.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yes. That's fine. That's fine. To have you and Brian Alexander Morgan, I'm good.
Yeah.
Oh. And what's UDO?
UDL, yeah.
Unidentified divine object. You got me floating. You're making me feel good even when I hurt. Crazy. So I call this the Elise body roll song.
Ah! Oh, I did.
Better know me.
Right, right. But I mean, he ain't lying. But I think the line that got me in this whole song when she said, "Truth is no enemy, and food ain't my clone."
Mm,
Ooh.
mm,
That's a line. What? Drop the mic. I was like, what? When she said that line, I was like, what did she say? When I first heard, I was like, what? Truth is no enemy, and food ain't my clone. That's some MC shit. Layla was rhyming, dog. Like that pen was sick. You
yeah,
know what I
man.
mean? And again, I think this is all about a connection to God too. I feel like this is another record about that. Wherever you feel, but for me, it was just like you make me feel good even when I'm hurt.
Even when I'm hurt. Yep, yep.
Yeah.
And
You know what I
then
mean? And that was that, and that's my connection with him. Again, it's like if I'm feeling down, I know I can depend on you to make me laugh some way, somehow, through something, through a song, through something on the TV or something. I know he's gonna do that. So for Layla to do that on this record, again, a spiritual thing. And this
dude,
album was just nothing but spirituality to me. So
when she go that ooh, and then the strings come in, it's
I forgot. Oh shit! I forgot about this.
man.
Ah, the musicality on this album, man, was just. I mean, she was with Stax. I mean, come on. She was with that label. They gonna give her the best of the best. So I mean, it's like, yo, we can't come playing on Layla. You know, even by then, she already had her own name. But it's like, do you know who her father is? This dude was a musician. Like,
right.
we can't come playing on this shit. Like, and them musicians came on this album and did what they needed to do. You know what I mean? So, like, the strings were stringing. You know what I mean? So, yes, dope record.
What you got to say, Miss Elise?
I got nothing. Cause y'all, JR, yeah, JR did that for me. He pulled
So,
out my line that I was gonna talk
so
about. So we're on the same page.
it,
I love
when you know how when you're in a certain situation, you're like, that's my spot. Whenever Layla says, "Oh no," like on "Baby Don't Cry," "Oh no, oh no," and on
Mm-hmm.
Robert Glasper, "Cherish the Day," "Oh no," she do it on here again. She says, "Oh no," I'm like, hey, just take my money. Stop playing. Just take it.
all of it. Layla
All
can
of
especially
it.
take
with
the
Cherish the
whole
Day.
collection plate. She can have it. Plus the fish sandwiches in the back because it's about church. So
Yeah,
she can have all of it.
because she Layla be deboing people's songs too while we talking.
Yes, she do.
Love Auntie Nita, but man,
That's gonna be the one I don't agree with you on. But all the other ones, yes.
what?
I don't like.
Really?
Hey, it's cool.
You know I don't
I
like.
mean, I
Oh,
love them
you
both.
don't. You don't. Yeah, I
Oh,
forgot. I forgot. You don't.
okay.
You don't. Yeah,
Don't
she
hate
Yeah,
do.
it. I
but yeah,
don't hate it.
yeah, I understand. I
Yeah.
understand. Yeah, it's all
But
good.
she got so many
Cherish the
other.
day. Yep.
elite cover. Elite.
I got you.
Cherish it
Yeah.
today,
Yeah, man.
forever, for always, for love. Oh my God.
So at the concert, she kept messing with us. She started off, there was a time I had made a fish sandwich for lunch, and then she break it down. Then she get the music. There was a time. Y'all know Atlanta traffic ain't nothing to play with. She did like 3 or 4 times, and then she brought it in. Yeah.
That's hilarious to me.
She's nasty, man.
I love that. But yeah, she has so many elite. And when she's singing her daddy, so, like, child.
Man.
So
Yeah.
it's so much other stuff that angel so far at the bottom of my list.
I got
it's
you.
just so
It
That
makes sense. It makes sense.
But I
Yeah.
mean, she sing anything, it sounds good. No, it sounds
She can
great.
sing the
But
phone book, the ABCs. It don't matter.
Really, really,
Hieroglyphics.
and then for that song, I can't let go of the Anita, because it's just so, the Anita is so exquisite. I can't accept nobody, even Layla
I
singing it. I
understand.
just
I understand.
understandable.
can't.
She do be taking
It ain't
people's
like
songs,
we talking
bro.
about. Yeah, it ain't like we talking about Whisper Girl singer. This is Anita. So
Right, right. But she do be taking, because as soon as you said that, I was thinking about reaching too much with Anderson .Paak.
Oh
I
man,
was like, listen, this ain't no featuring Layla. This is Layla featuring Anderson .Paak. I'm sorry. When you said that, I was like, she bogarted that record. It was like, I'm gonna listen to it after we do this.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
I'm gonna let it right on the speakers and listen to that joint. My neighbors will deal tonight. So thank you, Layla.
I wanted to say something about Udo, unidentified divine object, and the last song. The last 2 songs take me back to some 60s Black Hayden Asbury, Flower Power, Rotary Station, Fifth Dimension, Age of Aquarius, especially Tragic Inevitability. Put on the Age of Aquarius after you play Tragic Inevitability, and
I
tell
had
me
that right here.
for real.
Yes. I was like, play Aquarius right after this song.
Wow.
It has the same, it goes right in. And the reason why, because my mom is a big Fifth Dimension fan. So it got me there. And then when I heard this, that's with me, I try to find something familiar. So when I was listening to this song, I was like, something giving me something.
Yep.
And God must have was in the cards then that day, because Aquarius came on. And I said, that's it. I was like, that's it. And that's why after this, I thought that was gonna play. Remember, at least when we was saying what songs played after that, I thought it was gonna play Aquarius. I thought it was, but it played I Want to Know from Foreign Exchange. But I was like,
funny. So I was like, when I was listening to the album, I was like, JR, can you believe what song played after it ended, and then Spotify goes into it's like randomized, whatever? And mine played Far Away by Kendrick the Family Soul, and his play I Want to Know by Foreign Exchange.
Because normally after the song, I go listen to Aquarius. So I thought that my Spotify should know who I am, but maybe it would have did it on Apple Music. It might have did it. But I was like, it's going to go to Aquarius. And it didn't. It went to I Want to Know, which ain't a bad song either. What up, Fonzie? Right. But yeah, yeah. Oh, Vern, I thought I was the only one, to be honest with you. I really thought I was the only one. That's all.
So this weekend, I've been listening to New Birth, New Dimension. I mean, not New Dimension, Fifth Dimension, and Rotary Connection, because I get that feeling.
Yeah.
Off of those last 2 songs, for real.
Yep. I have more to say. You said my shit because I was gonna say Aquarius, and I wrote this shit down. That's crazy. Like, what? I had a moment that me and Vern was on the same page, because it's always y'all too. So I got my moment. Thank you.
Go Star for Junior.
1 star for me. after y'all got 19 of them motherfuckers, but it's all good.
What will be, will be. What will be, will be.
Yes.
Something else. The keys on that song remind me of the Isley Brothers. Some of their keys. I mean, all of it's like organic, earthy incense, wood paneling. You know, a throwback to something from the past.
Yes. Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. My mom gonna love that part of this part. But I gave her fever about Fifth Dimension when I was a kid. What? I was like, what is this? Now I love them, and I got like mad vinyls over there with them. So I love it.
It was dope when they performed on Summer of Soul, and they talked
Wasn't
about
it? Oh
the things
yes.
that
Oh,
they had to go through,
and for them to
with the
talk
Black
about
community.
yes,
Yep.
and what they were dealing with when it came to us too. You know what I'm saying? So that was dope. And see Billy and Marilyn still
Yeah, man,
together, and
still
it
together.
just
I love to see that too. Yep. Yep.
yes, man. Like they gotta be on like 50 years. Gotta be.
And easy.
Yeah,
So,
gotta.
but the other beautiful thing about this album, this song, and what we're talking about is the continuum that beautiful, dope music should be. You know,
Yes.
it's not like some young guys that think that they created oxygen. No, the dopest artists, rappers, singers, whatever, you can hear their influence. And okay, yeah, you're not a test tube baby. You came from this lineage, and you're carrying it somewhere else. So, because I mean, that's not to say it's some young girls out and young guys out here that's doing it, and they pay respect to those who came before, and the ones I like, you can hear that they respect what came before. So that's just that little nugget.
Ain't lie
Whew,
there.
man.
What a great album. I mean,
Come on, man.
what can you say? Like Elise said, this is probably the first time we have done where we like there was everybody liked every song. There was not a song.
Ain't no weak spots.
Second one. Third one.
That third?
Kendrick.
Yes.
What did we talk to Vern about?
Foreign exchange.
Thank you.
Leave it all behind.
My bad.
Yep.
My bad.
Yep.
My bad. My bad. I could have had Tony with y'all, but y'all weren't gonna give me that. So
no, we
anyway,
ain't gonna give you. What kind of songs did he like? At least what kind of songs did he like? You said it with dark.
Ex-girlfriend.
No, I'm saying what type of song do J.I. like?
Fuck shit. I know J.I.
A classic R&B reps moment. Classic moment. Classic.
Yeah, because I mean it's like one and a half songs on Sons of Soul that precluded from being what we talk about right now.
Yeah. I did because my mom finally watched that episode at least, and she was like, "Yeah, why do you like that song?"
You know, Tony performed that at the concert.
Really?
Oh, you know I was hyped. Oh, you know I was hyped. I was going, oh.
That's the only time, and I'm not exaggerating, that I sat down during the entire concert. You know, I stand firm in my
conviction. Out to your bracket.
I don't waffle too much.
Yeah, they came out to your record, so you was happy.
What'd they come out to?
Can't keep it to myself.
Oh, okay, yeah. Dope. So, man, thank y'all so much for inviting me.
Oh, yes.
To talk about this wonderful, splendiferous, stupendous,
yes,
whatever, mellifluous. I don't even know what that means. Melodious ode to sonic bliss. Lalah Hathaway's self-portrait. If you don't know it, please get to know it. Go buy it. Go stream
please.
What about that thing?
Yeah.
Yes.
Stream it if you must. I remember it wasn't on streaming for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't find Spotify. I couldn't find, and then one day it disappeared. I was like, hello. I mean, I got the CD though,
But that's why you
but
you keep this right here.
yeah,
Real
because
talk there now.
they can take stuff down at any moment.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yep.
They change versions of stuff
Oh,
all the time because you look for something and you be like,
oh
That
man,
ain't it.
oh
well, I
man,
just
man.
listened to this 2 weeks ago.
The remastered version.
Oh man, James Ingram stuff. They took all the stank out of him.
Did you?
Yo,
I went to listen to that debut and I was like, what is this? No. I was like, no, forget this remaster stuff. Thank God I got the vinyl here because I ain't got time. I was like, I really don't. No.
And then like Alexander O'Neal.
When he went to re-sing them songs, baby, no. Baby,
At
what
all.
is she doing?
Right.
Not like this.
What's missing?
Like on the Matrix. Not like this. yeah, we know.
It's over. I can't with y'all. But Vern, before we part ways, it is my favorite part of the show.
I forgot about this, but let's go.
Yeah. And today's word song association was going to be word album association.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be 2008 R&B albums, which 2008 won't too shabby for R&B release.
And nope.
I'm just going to give you an album for 2008 and first word, thought, memory, whatever. And I'm just going to start off this on GP with, even though we talked about the whole album with you, Foreign Exchange, Leave It All Behind.
Masterpiece. Ooh. Lyrically, sonically, it takes me to a happy place, and it introduced me to who I got next to Lalah, Musina.
Yes, your girl. Yes.
I found a way to get him to talk, to get him
it ain't hard. It ain't hard to tell. Yeah, beautiful, man. Just so dope. And then also introduced me to the Foreign Exchange Collective. You know, because we talked about this before. If you're an FE affiliate, I rock with you. Just on GP. If they've thought enough of you to put you in their collective, they ain't let me down yet.
Hello.
And
speaking of which, Side Boogie's new joint, Zoe did his thing on it. He was rocking that bass. Yeah,
listen.
Yeah, he was on Kill's Apartment 5B. Yeah. Side did her thing. I can't wait to hear the whole album of Zoe and Side because I've been saying for years that they make magic together, man. Greatest Weapon of All Time, Lake Erie, Just Visiting, Driving. I love their version of Driving, and they freaking into two people, and then I'm not Counter Five, The Train. So yeah, this got to.
And that album is probably one of my most anticipated albums in a long time. Mm-hmm. That I'm like before they even started when they first was given, when Zoe was giving us little breadcrumbs that they were working with. He was casually.
Yes.
And from that moment, I just been.
Right. Because you see, if y'all go and watch our episodes to catch that, he would give us a little breadcrumbs. Oh, we working together. Oh, we doing a song. Oh, yes. So was giving us little breadcrumbs. But if we getting what we getting after this joint, I'm hyped.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he was on Apartment 5B Thursday, and I was bigging him up because it's a hip hop show. But I said Zoe ain't gonna toot his own horn. Y'all need to get to know it. And I told them to watch The Making of Sky Break and all kind of stuff. And you talked about
Yes.
All right. Another album that we've talked about on our show, not with you, but that we talked about, Raphael Sadiq, The Way I See It.
Hmm.
Oh shit! I thought I was going.
The way I see it, I would say growth and and a departure from Tony. Three Tony. Yeah, three three T's. Growth. I had to make sure I get everybody in there.
Tony. Oh yeah, and Tony. All right. 2008 was also the year of what? Um. Oh, Jasmine Sullivan, Fearless.
Which album was it?
Fearless.
Fearless. All right. So Jasmine is one of those continuum artists.
Yep.
If they need to do a Phyllis Hyman biopic and just let Jazz play her and sing too. Jazz sings with such a passion. Jazz sings like her family is duct taped in a basement of an abandoned apartment, and she got to sing for their freedom.
Why are you like this?
Jazz is one of those ones you feel her when she sings.
Yeah, you sound like
Yeah.
Stephanie Mills. That's what she said. She said she sang with so much passion. She said, and I like her singing because you know it's real and it's authentic. It's coming from her. It ain't nothing to it. It's just her. So you saying that? Yep, Stephanie Mills said that. She absolutely did.
Yep. She could stand flat-footed and just sang.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Had
He's trying to pick some good ones.
I know, and I'm hoping they're ones that he has. Are you Anthony Hamilton fan?
Oh yeah.
The point of it all.
Oh, let me look that one up. I want to just make sure I'm not talking about the wrong Anthony. While I look this up, collard greens is the first thing that comes to mind. If you want to your batch of collard green to grow, just put his songs on.
You ain't lying.
Singers from North Carolina, they just different, yo.
Mm-hmm.
Think about KC, Anthony.
Yeah.
Shit, Betty Davis. I mean, like,
yeah.
Who is Gerald I think of the right last name. Never mind. I can't. Fantasia. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Calvin Richardson.
Yes, Lord. Like
yes. Yeah.
There's a pain that comes out, you know, and I mean it ain't all painful, but you hear, you know, the wound is scabbed over, but you can still see that wound, and it comes out in the music, you know. So Charlene, I mean, man, he wanted her to come back, man. I mean,
you know what Anthony Hamilton song? People always go to Charlene, but what I think is the saddest and most heart-wrenching and song I believe the most, I'm a Mess.
Yes.
That tap in that went deeper. It was almost like a continuation, like, damn, Charlene gone now, what? Now I'm a mess.
Right. I was just about to say that was the next record.
You were like, nah.
He sings Negro spirituals.
And that's exactly how you put Negro spirituals. He don't sing church song. He sing Negro spirituals.
Nah.
Yes. Yeah.
That man in concert. That man in concert, baby, you gonna get a show.
I believe it.
Mm-hmm.
And he's another artist that sound better than the record.
Yes, agreed.
Look,
And then
Man.
having the hammer tones on background with him.
Yeah.
man, look, listen. Huh. Come
It's
on, somebody.
unfair.
Hey.
How about I want shot? Yes. Yeah, I got to do it.
He coming in a Honda. I know this ain't the album, but man, the song for me, because the first time I heard this by Anthony Hamilton, my niece and her friend died in a house fire. Lele was like 8, 9, and they did the video tribute. And one of the songs that they put on was "Pass Me Over."
Yes, you talked about that on. Yes.
Hey man, they left the studio door open, cracked, so that God could come in on that song. Sheesh. Yeah. Because it starts off sad. Because I was talking about my cousin. It starts off sad, but it ends triumphant. Salvation holds joy for all of us. Whoo, yeah, man.
So the last album I'm gonna pick is one that's on your wall.
Okay.
Okay.
No, you ain't got.
Oh, that's not it.
No,
what is that?
ain't.
I can't see it good.
Those ain't albums. That's Zoe, me and my wife.
Oh, the colors threw me off.
Yeah, that's me and Gerald Albright, Rochelle, the Baylor Project, Ron DeVoe, Algebra, Carmen. Yeah, so no, I don't have.
I really thought.
So which that Solange is that though? Is that the Hadley Street?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I love that. Now that's one I do own. Tony is a jam. I Decided is a jam. I mean, they took it back, man. I mean, CeeLo was in his bag on that album. So yeah, that's the only Solange album I own. And then you kick me out the Earth Tone Tree Hugger Club, I don't care. But I really enjoyed that album by her.
So that's a Motown down album for
me.
It is,
man. It is.
Yeah, it is. Like, to be honest, I know everybody loves A Seat at the Table, which
that's what I'm saying.
I know that's Elisa's favorite. I love that album too, but it's something about the Soul Angel and the Holly Street Dreams for me.
Yeah,
that
man.
It's just
no.
You got both.
This is my favorite emotionally. This is my favorite sonically.
Yeah. It's the sonics are incredible.
Well said.
Ooh. This one's
I don't
about
like
the lyrics, this one's about the sound.
The sound.
For me.
I don't like to compare albums, but it reminds me of British chick who died too early.
Amy Winehouse.
Amy Winehouse. Yeah. That Motown sound is inescapable.
Yes. Because she did it on Back to Black. Yes. Yep. Got that flavor. And so Pharrell gave Solange I Decided, and it was like
I Decided, man, that song there, bro. and you know what I like about that song, I Decided? Solange cracked. Like when she go, ooh, it wasn't perfect, but it.
Because she said right after this, she'd be like, "Can I hear myself?" Like,
yeah.
It wasn't perfect. That's again, I love the imperfections. That's what make a song a song.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like it was damn, now I might listen to that. Y'all unfair. I don't know what I want to listen to now.
And then the way I see an album, show. I talked about this one because it came out the same year, but to have two albums that had that Motown vibe in a very accessible way, because it worked for me. That was a moment.
Pharrell was brilliant because can you imagine the pressure of being Beyonce's sister and trying to make something that people are gonna like?
Yeah.
So he took it all the way out of that newbie vein and took it somewhere else where it's her sound that he crafted just specifically for her.
And that's why I'm glad she put on this album. She said, "Fuck the industry," because she
Mm-hmm.
was explaining that. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? Like but in the beginning of the whole album, she's like, when God given name, she's like, "I'm becoming, but I'm not her." You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Like, I'm not compared to her. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then at least for you to say Raphael and her had the same type of Motown album in 2008, and then they worked together for the seat at the table.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey man, like sticks to like sticks to like. You know.
Right. Like they made the same year, they made the same type of sound album, and then 8 years later, they worked
Mm-hmm.
together on this whole album, and it's amazing.
And
Yep.
in this album is when she stepped out trying to be in the machine and just
Yeah.
made music. Because the
Yeah.
other ones I
Yep.
think were on majors, right?
Yeah.
Other albums.
Yes. Yep.
And
Like her
on them all.
solo
And
star. Her father
Yep.
was trying to make her that pop ish.
Yeah, and she's not.
this one,
She ain't part of the machine. And
She
no,
ain't
she
industry
still
at
ain't.
all.
uh-uh.
Still ain't.
No. Nope, she's not. So for her to also, speaking of her and Layla winning that Grammy for finally get one, and for her to get one, you know what I mean? It was
Yep.
just like, I'm not playing the industry games, and look what happened. I still
Right.
accomplished. You know what I mean? So
Validation for being
right,
true to
you know what I
yourself.
mean?
Yep.
So yeah.
Yeah. So Vern, thanks for playing. But I'm also gonna list out some other albums that were out that year, just to give people an idea of the landscape. That was Neo, Year of the Gentleman, um, Janet Jackson, Discipline, Usher, Here I Stand, which is the album
Mm.
I really enjoy.
Yeah,
Here I stand.
yeah, I like that album.
John Legend, Evolver, New America One. Um,
Yes.
Yeah. Is that what
Yes.
is Honey on that one?
uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah. Knife Wonder did his thing on that one, bro.
No,
Oh, it's not.
yeah,
No, that's
no.
on Worldwide Underground.
World
Oh,
Underground
okay,
that
okay,
they
okay,
tacked on the end because it ain't got nothing to do
They
with that
ta-
album.
okay.
at all.
It
At
don't.
all. You knew that was a single. You
Yep.
knew it. Like,
It's not
okay,
even
got it.
um. I think it's listed as a bonus track.
Yeah, or one of them tracks at the end of the joint. You got mad. It's a pause, and then it comes in.
Right, right.
That's what Honey was. Damn shit.
Hey, well, how do you have your records arranged?
Yes, Elise. How were
Oh,
your records
alphabetical.
arranged?
Oh, alphabetically. Okay. Now I was wondering how you just grabbing stuff and doing what you're doing. Alphabetically, it makes sense. Okay.
Wait a
Yeah, she's
minute.
showing off a little bit. She's showing
And
off.
ain't
That's
and
all right.
ain't and ain't and I ain't.
Even Nicolay was like, "Is she showing off?" I said, "Mm-hmm."
It's right the first time. See, JR, see you made me go away from my conventions. Honey, yes.
Okay.
Honey's on that.
I thought so. Remember the
This is
album
a
cover. Yeah.
revolutionary album. This is back in the day. I mean, this is
Love of my life.
life. See,
You're
man,
right.
took me off my squirrel. But
I know, because you normally on it with Erica. So I'm like, God damn it, and me and you were just talking about that shit like a week ago.
it ain't on the vinyl.
Ooh.
Okay. Hmm.
Damn.
That's straight
Damn.
commercial.
Okay.
Vinyl in
Right. Go buy
Yeah.
the single. That's what she said. Go buy the single. I ain't putting that shit on my album. Nah, I'm good.
They tacked that at the end to have a
Damn.
single.
Well,
Because it ain't no song that's a single on this album in any musical landscape. And ain't.
No. Nope. Mm-mm.
Nope.
Knife
Man.
Wonder brought some North
Nope.
Carolina.
Nope. Me. Nope. My people. Nope. Soldier almost. The Cell, Twinkle, Mass Teacher, That Hump Telephone. Nah.
No, man.
So she knowed get somebody to buy this album. Needed something.
To bring you in, yeah.
And she brought North Carolina to the party.
Yeah.
Right.
2008 also was Raheem Devine had an album out, Love Behind the Melody. That was Brandy Human came out that year. Sasha Fierce from Beyonce came out that year. Adele 19 came out that year. Another person who had that Motown sound, that girl Duffy came out that year. Had that sound too. So that's able to do that. You had some big projects come out that year. Some great outside of the machine projects that got machine love actually.
Right.
Proving that you can. You don't have to be on that bullshit to be successful.
Yep.
That part.
And the more that people ain't on it, the more that their importance fades away. When people starting to see it now, because what they keep saying about Usher, he's independent right now. The first independent artist to headline the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl. Yeah.
You know. So I think the more people start to see, and I think people are, that the labels ain't about shit, and these folks and folks ain't gonna A&R your shit, and you be better off doing it yourself or with a team, with a tight knit team of your and fellow musicians.
That part.
I mean, it's gotta be a joy to be Eric Roberson or Fonte and Nicolay, or Zoe, to make what you want to make, put it out the way you want to put it out. And Zoe was talking about this Thursday, the way they keep, because right now, man, this is the best album of the year, and a week and a half from now, nobody ever talks about it again
at all.
But like Zoe was saying, we get on the road and let you live with these albums, and that's why they have replayability and longevity because of that. And I remember, I never forget this. The first time I saw Eric Roberson was in Underground Atlanta. He was like, "I just want your email address," and he built his whole following by hitting emails, and then like music fans first. I hate that we didn't send it in time, but he's like, send in a picture with your headphones on, and you'll make the album. Those are the kind of things that endear you to people and people to you. Like, I'm a part of that, and I think everybody that I like, I really, I ain't been really with no machine person probably in 20 years, because it just don't do it for me. It's like, okay, pretty much most of Boyz II Men's pop hits I don't like. I like I've always been an album cut guy, and this is just an extension of that. The anti-machine people, like, why rage against the machine when you can just unplug it? Fonte Coleman.
Just unplug it. Shout out to Fontigalo for that line.
Yeah, for
listen
real.
Now.
Yeah.
Why rage against the machine when you can just
unplug
it?
Plug.
And they living
bars.
I mean, so what happens is, me and some other cats that I kick it with on Twitter, like, the world tells you, if you don't have a Bugatti and two houses on the island somewhere, then you're a failure. And the music industry did that for such a long time, that you got to be up here doing MTV or whatever, or you're nothing. But man, these people are raising families, buying houses, living a good life, doing what they want to do, doing what they enjoy, and not being beholden to anybody. And there's something to be said for that. That's my soapbox moment.
It is something to behold.
Yeah, when you can look at the industry and leave it all behind.
Tragic inevitability.
What will be, will be.
Yes.
Layla,
Vern,
thank you again. Thank y'all for having me.
Yes, you've done it
Layla,
again.
for doing what you do. And again, I mean this with the sincerest of hearts. Thank you Lalah, for making self-portrait, and for your music impacts and touch people. This woman right here has touched hundreds, thousands of lives with her love for music and hooking up with her brother JR. And this beautiful soul is still here because of what you did, what you put out into the world. And that's better than any Grammy, any American Music Award. So I'm gonna stop. I ain't gonna try to make Elise cry. But
you right on the cusp.
You right
yeah,
on the cuff, yo, because I'm there too.
for real. No, I mean that, man, because y'all are my people, man. And so for me, I always wanted to be on a music podcast. And I remember when Kill invited me, and that's where I met JR.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't ever want to say, "Hey, can I be on y'all show? Can I be on y'all show?" But y'all invited, and it's like, man,
good, please.
well, I
I
don't.
was grabbing you, Vern.
Nah,
Come
but
on.
I'm just saying. But I'm just saying. Some people like, can I come to that party that you didn't invite me to? No. I had somebody at work that I was like, "Hey, man, that that particular event is for people of a certain echelon. I mean, no knock, man, but you don't invite yourself to that. You get invited. So thank y'all for inviting me to the family. And at least whenever you come to Atlanta, you ain't got to pay for lunch for at least one day. Um, JR, you already know. So yeah, man, this is fun. I love it. Anytime y'all need me or want me, I'm here.
Yeah. And before I do my sign off, I'm gonna say something about Vern, and I actually already told you this, Vern, but when I wanted to talk about this, the reason I didn't, because for so long I just it wasn't anyone particular that I felt was tapped into it in that way.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you came along into our world, me and JR was like, there's nobody else we can talk to about that. Like it has to be Vern. Like
Yep.
I couldn't
Well, thank
imagine someone who will understand it in the same way and digest it and has
you.
lived with it for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And so like you were the one. Like I couldn't imagine talking about Leave It All Behind with anyone else.
Me either. Me either.
Man, that album, man, golly,
The funds
golly.
of soul to be keeping a buck. Like I
Yeah,
just
me neither.
and so
Nope.
I'm glad because you bring a different um like you know the music front and back, you know the players, but you bring a different emotional
Mm,
intelligence into the
mm.
conversation that I
Mm-hmm.
value in people.
Mm-hmm.
Thank
Mm-hmm.
you. That It's like, man, what's up with the album? Yeah, that album be jamming, but why, what, what did it do to you? Use your words.
Yeah, yeah. And I say so.
But
Here's your flowers. Here's some flowers for you. No,
Mm-hmm.
it's a plant, but it's a flower. Okay.
well, thank you so much, man. Y'all keep doing what y'all doing. I'm proud of y'all. I know, um, y'all haven't touched the surface on what y'all gonna be, because there's so many shows on here out here, man. It's like, why are you on the show? You don't even know the people that's on the show. It's like, well, you got blackmail photos of somebody, but
Thumb.
but I mean, I've heard.
Yeah, and I don't like it shows where you don't have enough respect to at least go skim the discography of
Right,
somebody that's on your show, that's your bread and
right,
butter you make money off of, and you don't
right,
even want
Yep.
to look it up to,
right.
to give a cursory glance to a fucking Wikipedia or anything. Like, what are you doing? What's the
What are you
point?
doing? Yeah, you don't
Make
love it,
money
and
another way.
I've heard different people be on your show. I never forget was always like, I know when I get come on R&B reps, I gotta study my stuff because y'all know y'all stuff, and this is a impeccable musician that is saying this about y'all. So it's
Mm-hmm.
it's a difference from liking music and loving music. Music is a gift from God, man, for real. And people gotta treat it as such. I mean, every major event in my life, I'm sure I could speak for y'all too, is tied to a song.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, man. And enjoy the gift, and y'all celebrate people that don't get celebrated. The Beemars, the Nicolais, the Carmens, you know, those different people, man. They need that. They need to know that what they do is important, and it's. I mean, they'll never sell what Beyonce sells. So what? But they know their tribe, and I think that's what y'all are do is bringing tribes together. I was so overjoyed when I saw you and my sis Christina curates at Little Brother Day. I don't know her personally, but I know her through the music. She's put me on to so many
Love
things,
her.
and it's like, okay, y'all understand each other. Y'all part of the same tribe, so y'all gotta know each other. So that was dope.
Mm-hmm.
If you see when we seen each other, the way we screamed like little kids, it was cute. It was cute.
Yeah, that's dope.
Mm-hmm.
We kept circling back to like hang out for a little bit. We go do other things. Kept circling back.
I love it.
Yeah. So since I stole JR's intro, JR is gonna give the outro.
I am. Oh Lord, I'm not used to the outro. You know I ain't. But
I ain't
Vern,
used to
before
the
we go,
intro.
and you want to tell? Well, he already did that. He already did that in the beginning, right? All right. So y'all, we're gonna catch y'all on the next episode. What? What I
You
do?
got, the cousins and like and subscribe, share.
Oh, I
Yes.
gotta. Oh, all right. So y'all, all right. So y'all like this, share it, bring us some more cousins. You know what I'm saying? Don't be scared, y'all. Y'all can watch this and listen. Pick a song. It doesn't matter. It's your song. So you ain't gotta come and know all the research and all this kind of stuff. It's your song. It's your favorite song. So come on and come and talk. And then after that, come talk about an album. You know what I mean? So again, like, share, subscribe, and y'all, we're going to catch y'all on the next episode of Catch That. Peace.